Quadrupeds introduce a unique planning problem, as they need planning in terms of the legs and in terms of their general path direction. Note that if we force our quadruped to only walk on predefined pegs, we implicitly generate a discretized space for a quadruped to walk, and consequently, a graph on which we may apply methods like A star. We define our graph by allowing states, or the position in which our quadruped may stand on 4 pegs, to act as nodes. Nodes are then connected to other nodes if and only if they may be reached by moving a single leg. A star may then easily be applied to this graph, as shown here. We can see that it works, however, it takes an aggressive heuristic to direct our general path. Note that this methodology doesn't necessarily work for complicated routes. The sheer number of nodes makes this problem nearly intractable in the practical sense. Note that it would be very easy for our planner to get stuck, as is shown in the demo, if there's not a straight beeline path from start to goal. We could fix this problem using hierarchical planning.
So logically, you instead plan around regions of high peg density. By keeping to those areas, you'll be able to reasonably guarantee that you'll always be able to move forward. We can implement this in code by generating a roadmap between a small number of sampled nodes. We choose the locations of these nodes to correlate with regions of higher peg density. To see if any node connects to another, we check to see if we can compute, using A star, a path that deals directly with the pegs along a roughly straight line between the nodes. In other words, between roadmap states, we apply the exact same algorithm as we did in the previous example. If this local planning takes too long, we know that there is likely no connection between our two chosen states. If we find a path, then we know that we may designate it as an edge on our roadmap. We then compute A star on our roadmap as so, generating our exact path as we go along. When planning in our hierarchical planner, for performance reasons we must use a simplified traversability model that can be run many millions of times. While this model guarantees valid connections between states, and that they vary in only one foot position, it doesn't guarantee that a given quadruped can actually traverse the path. Thus, as a post-processing step, we must go over each state and check it against a higher fidelity model. If it is not valid, we simply replan a short path around that state locally. This shows that we are able to find non-straight line paths, even when the roadmap may not generate many nodes on the bridge. Similar to the bridge, this shows that we can path plan even when there is a small density of nodes over an area, and when the quadruped is required to have a particular orientation to traverse it.